Today, we'll be creating this fun beach study. We'll be using sand texture medium and acrylic paint to do it, and it takes about an hour. If you'd like a full comprehensive materials list, then you can find that on our website, along with a lesson plan. So let's get into it. The first step is to draw up the scene. This comprises of a horizon line 1/3 of the way down the page. We can then roughly draw in the shoreline. Next, we apply our sand texture medium with a palette knife. If you haven't used this stuff before, you will love it. It can be mixed in with paint directly or painted over like we are going to do here. It dries quite quickly, but it can be speed dried with a hairdryer. It adheres to paper, card, wood and linen, and is ideal for use with dioramas or anything that needs a 3D effect. Once our texture medium is on, we allow this to dry. We then squeeze some burnt umber out onto our palette. Water is added to the paint so that it's quite runny, and so that it sits in the low points of the texture medium. It is then applied with a large soft brush and allowed to dry. While this is drying, we can paint the sky in. Squeeze out some white, pastel orange, pastel beige and pastel blue, and using a large brush, paint the skyline in with white. Move up the canvas, and while the white is still wet, add some orange into the skyline and blend this tone into the beige and then into the blue. Make long strokes and keep the brush moving quickly. The sun can then be created with white. The umber paint on the texture should be dry now. To add even more interest to the surface, we can dry brush it with a colour created from yellow ochre and titanium white. Charge the brush and wipe the excess off onto a paper towel, and then lightly drag the brush over the surface. The tips of the brush should come into contact only with the high parts. The surf can be modelled with titanium white dimension paint. Dimension acrylic paint, as the name implies, is much thicker than normal acrylic paint and has the viscosity similar to that of oil paint. The waves in the distance can be applied with a smaller tipped palette knife, and the larger waves with a larger knife. Drag the paint out behind the waves and then allow this to dry. To create the blue of the ocean, we squeeze out some titanium white, cobalt blue and a touch of black just to dirty it a little bit. Lay this into the ocean, keep the strokes horizontal and try and keep this colour out of the front waves. The ocean in the distance will be a lighter tone. At this stage, we can just build up the colour, adding light tones here and there until it looks right. Once we are happy with the blue of the ocean, we add more white into the front of the waves. While you're here, don't forget to take a look around the Create section on our website and uncover a whole heap of free stuff, from free projects, handy tips and tricks, and techniques to keep you busy. And voila! Well, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this easy little project and feel inspired to create your own. Otherwise, have fun creating, and we'll see you in the next one.